what am I doing? Oh, my ears. Amazing. No, that's the first Noel.
Oh, it is.
It's Amazing Grace. What is Amazing Grace?
How sweet then.
But what's the tune?
Is it just not Noel, but different words?
Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound.
This is how football chants happen.
It is.
You take a hymn.
Wait, now how does Amazing Grace go? Amazing Grace.
It's like Noel, but it's bluesier.
Oh.
Like, how sweet the sound.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
not a
fine
million
with
miles
that
from,
bit. I'm fine with that. How sweet.
Amazing. You can't not now. We need to come back to this at the end.
Amazing Grace. No, I'm doing this now.
Because
Amazing Grace. Best version by far, apparently. Gary Downey says on YouTube.
who?
Gary Downey. It's the Z. Amazing Grace. How sweet Noel.
Hey, I see you're up.
Oh shit, yeah. Wait, is that what he said?
No, it's Ave Maria.
Oh. Ave Maria. Ashley McGee was.
I'm going back to those tomorrow. How does it work?
Right, that's going to be the intro. I hope you finished your greens, everyone, because it's time for pudding. I'm Blore.
I'm in the middle of a cup of tea. I'm also Naylor.
Well, I just took a sip because I thought you were going to say I'm Naylor.
I was in mid-tea.
Mid-tea.
How sweet.
The sun. Now I've got to put all of the Ave Maria stuff in as well. God damn, it's going to sound terrible. It's going to be so like,
Crackly.
crackly.
Chopped.
I'm going to chop the shit out of it. I'm just going to chop all of me out. So it's just you trying to sing Amazing Grace to each other.
And just doing Noel.
And everyone's just going to picture Andy from The Office. Oh,
Andy.
do you know what?
Underappreciated character.
No,
he's
I think he's appreciated enough.
I don't know.
Fine.
You take him out.
Well, you take him out, the show ends when Michael leaves.
Yeah.
He was good. He was good. He needed to be there for the show to not get stale.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I guess he's a more important addition than, say, Gabe or Erin. But because of Silicon Valley, I don't know if you've seen that show.
No.
Do
I need to?
You need to see that. Because of that, Gabe's amazing to me.
See, I probably didn't appreciate it because...
He plays the same character, but even funnier. Yeah, it's real good. And Erin is probably my favourite character in The Office entirely, just for the smile in the teeth. The kind of like...
It's the dog that's picked up a poo and gone off with it.
It's just perfect. But speaking of offices, this segue doesn't work at all. I should have segued earlier when I was going to. I was going to say we can be as loud as we want, because currently we're in a detached house. Because I wanted to have a little
because you
chat.
come to the effort.
I wanted to have a little chat about when I lived in a flat and my issues with living in terraces. Because I lived in a terrace afterwards, but it wasn't so bad. So definitely terrace, step up from flat.
Definitely.
But I'd sum it up. I hate everyone in the entire world. To a certain degree, everyone annoys me.
Not to a certain degree. It's a fairly explicit degree. you can't hate everyone a bit. Like
just a little bit of hate. No, I mean, I'm not walking around with a T-shirt that says "I hate you."
No,
I'm not that edgy.
14-year-old.
Yeah.
Like you've not been listening to Cradle of Filth all day.
Definitely have not. Yeah,
No.
I'm not going to
I'll
listen
pass.
to that. Thanks, Danny. I'm all right.
I've had enough.
Yeah, I don't want to listen to a little man stamping his feet at me in his big new rock boots.
He's a really mad child.
Yeah. Do you know what, my brother? We were at Damnation Festival, excellent time, and my brother said to me, he just mentioned Danny Filth must be like 55 by now.
And the rest, I think.
Like, that's crazy to me. We're old. But, like, I think the first Cradle of Filth album was a long time ago. Yes, yeah. 1991.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a long time ago.
That hits a little bit hard.
Now, speaking of stompy feet, when I lived in the flat, I feel like I'm forcing this. I'm forcing...
We are going to talk.
We're going to talk about living in flats. That we lived above this tiny air hostess. Like a waif of a person. Short and skinny and just like an elf. But my lord, just boom, 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 stomping. The crazy part is, they live below us.
What the shit?
She lived below us.
Do you know what though? People, because I've always kind of thought this with the dogs. Like, they know which one of you is moving around upstairs. Like, if I'm moving around upstairs, they don't care. H moves around upstairs, they go.
Oh
ancient.
yeah.
Like, they go nuts. They're screaming. They're shouting. They are dogs. They're not kids. But
Yeah.
Same effect. So I do think, like, once you tune in to how somebody walks, if it annoys you once.
Yeah. This is it. It's the same thing like when people are eating next to me. I can't stop listening out for it.
No, and even if it's like every now and then there's a little.
Sniffing.
Oh, it's like they can't.
I probably failed the GCSE or two from someone having a cold nearby. Like that, I know there's like a real term for that. But so it wasn't just us though. What is it?
Misophonia, I think.
Misinphonia.
Misophonia.
Misophonia.
It's, yeah, like a pathological hatred of certain noises.
I could have just stopped at pathological hatred.
Bit of a theme here.
Of everything.
Black to black metal. We're talking black metal.
Oh god damn it! I'm gonna have to change the title card for this one to be real angry. Just put a great big picture of a mortal up there.
Well, you know, things that make you angry. If we're gonna make yourself angry,
yeah,
go back to the flat. Yeah,
let's get back to the flat. Right. So it wasn't just us. The people that lived on the ground floor, they would come to us and be like, "Holy shit, have you heard this?" And being incredibly English as I am, I never said anything to either of them because there was two girls that lived below us. But the woman on the bottom floor, she did. She went at them.
She went round.
Yeah, I mean, she was a police officer.
Oh, so she's used to having that. That helps if you're used to that conversation.
So, but it didn't change anything. But it wasn't just stamping. You could hear them closing doors and like cupboard doors and stuff. And I swear to God, you could hear their fridge rock back and forward when they closed the fucking door.
It was a weird building though.
Oh, it was a new build, so it was made of papier-mâché and dreams. Yeah. To really cement how heavy-handed this girl was, she ripped the car door handle off of her car. She opened her car door so aggressively, she ripped this poor little Fiat 500 just sitting there, all happy, and then ripped off the door handle.
I'm not being. We're fairly big dudes.
Oh yeah, I could. I don't think I could.
We're clumsy and like a bit heavy-handed.
Yeah.
Like I've dropped the old push things and they've gone over.
I've crushed a Lego set when trying to build it in mid-air.
Yeah. When you've not got anything supporting the top.
Yeah. I've squashed it down and had to go back a few steps.
I don't think I could break a car door.
No, I don't think I could
do it even if I tried. Mad,
no.
I don't think I could.
No, I've never owned a Fiat.
Our family has owned 2 Fiats. Yeah, you could break a Fiat. Okay.
Oh, could you break? Okay.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the 2 Fiats we had, the one that died the big oily death and the one that was basically like a roller skate with a motor and not much of a motor.
We did have a Fiat Panda for a little while as a kid, but I think the Panda was like quite good.
That must have been awful.
Wow, it was just just cram all 4 kids into the Fiat Panda. It had a bench seat on the back. Mum would drive, 4 kids in the Panda.
That's some like hearty Americana, that is.
Yeah, just cram us in. Just like you need a shoehorn to get us out. So right, we got Stampy McStamperton living below us. Then opposite us, for a time, we had the world's loudest, skinny, tweens. When I say they weren't tweens, they were clearly old enough to move out from the parents' houses, but they looked like they were 12 and like still dealing with oxy pads to remove their spots.
Yeah, I know the one.
They were just loud as hell all the time, playing shit indie music.
What is it with them?
I don't know. It's like everyone needs to listen to my really basic taste.
Like some kind of weird, like, it's not drum and bass, but it's that kind of endless loop thing. Or it is that horrible indie kind of...
What are the bands? It's things like... I mean, it's not as deep as, like, Pixies, even though I'm not... that would still annoy me. It's like... what were they called? The Strokes and stuff like that. It's like...
Like that 2000s kind
real crap indie, like...
when there was loads of it around.
Yeah. That still counts as indie, I think. So we had them. They moved out, and then in moves a pilot. He was a nice guy. Wasn't loud at all. You couldn't hear him. Yeah, not there very often. Really friendly guy, just quite nice. His bedroom backed onto ours, and he was a pilot. He was a busy man.
He's playing that card. I mean, if I was a pilot, I'd play that card though. Like, that's the kind of...
Maybe, but I don't want to sit there listening to it being played.
I'm not a pilot, and I don't want to sit in my bedroom listening to him playing the pilot card.
You play all the cards you want. I don't want to hear the cards touching the table.
No, it's the misophonia again.
Mm.
The flicker of a card.
Yeah, definitely. But I feel like this would annoy most people.
Yeah.
And then, like some of his, let's call them girlfriends.
We'll assume.
Yeah.
Better.
They were not. They were loud, and I mean, do you know what? Maybe he was real good, but
you think they were for show, like they were doing it for the effect?
I don't know. But either way, I don't want to hear it.
No.
They got these paper thin walls. It's like living in Japan. It was not good.
No, it doesn't.
And this is all on the top floor of the flats. And I think we picked the top floor thinking, ho ho ho.
Ain't no noise around it. But it's like when... Do you remember when I was at uni? Those flats, you could hear the whole row.
It's that second one. It's that second year where we had to walk outside.
The big glass building with the guy next door.
Oh God!
You didn't hear him, but if you went out on the balcony, you could see him cooking in a t-shirt and nothing else.
A t-shirt, an apron, and nothing else.
Yeah, and he was cooking like stuff with sauces.
Imagine. Can you imagine if a bit of hot spaghetti sauce spat out of the pan?
Something like
that's what the apron was for.
No, I'm not going to... I like, if I...
Turns around, bends over to pick up a garlic clove that he dropped, and a bit just spits out and lands.
Imagine if you were caramelising anything.
Oh, no.
A little bit of balsamic vinegar, that's going to stick, and it's going to turn to like napalm.
Balsamic vinegar.
Balsamic.
Oh, damn.
Oh... Yeah, we had the same kind of thing. You heard the whole row. If somebody was having a party, because it was a uni kind of thing.
Yeah.
Same party like I'm 85.
Yeah. Someone was having a fun.
They were having a kegger. You heard it.
Yeah.
If it was at the other end of the building.
Yeah. They're made of nothing.
Spiders web magic. Yeah.
Spiders web. Yeah, so we move out of the flat when we finally can't take any more. And I think our landlord wanted to put the price up, and it was like cheaper to move into a house than these real shit new builds. So we moved just like across the road to this house.
Next to the pub.
Next to the pub, yeah, next to my local, which was...
That was handy.
And the neighbours there were lovely, but I could still hear them. And I'm loud as shit. I'm not sitting here like, I could hear you walking downstairs and that's annoying. I would probably roll down the stairs half the time. I'm screaming heavy metal songs. I'm, for no reason, start singing opera in the kitchen. I will be the most loud, irritating neighbour ever. But I still don't want to hear next door.
You've got me thinking now.
Because I'm not quiet.
I know, I scream at the dogs.
Yeah.
I sing to myself. I am clumsy as all hell.
Mm.
I don't know if my neighbours are just really, really polite, or actually the house is built quite well. But then again, I never hear them. I never hear the telly. I never hear them go up and downstairs. So maybe our house actually built quite well.
Yeah. So yours is a terrace, isn't it?
It's a
semi-detached.
Yeah.
Yeah, they must be, and
it might be. It might be because you know the way the stairs are in ours. Like we've got like an air.
Oh, it's like
a mirrored, I think.
Yeah, and it's like a corner, isn't it, when you go upstairs?
It must be because I've never heard them. Like like you hear a bit of TV.
I hope now you're not going to be like listening to them, and now you'll notice
now
it, and then you'll have to move house.
Oh, Christ! If I hear them, they've heard me. So one of us is moving first, and it's not going to be.
If I hear them, they know.
If I can hear them, they're at their wits' end. Cause
they've heard "Best Time" by Halloween sung poorly.
They've
full volume.
I believe is the word.
Yeah.
They've heard my take on Amazing Grace. And if they haven't, they're going to hear it at 8 tomorrow morning.
Any neighbours of mine, even though now we're detached, the neighbours are, there's no one living on one side, and then a guy who's almost deaf on the other side. But I bet the neighbours across to them have heard me sing the Cornetto advert on multiple occasions.
They've had an early morning Corvonia.
Yeah, you can't do that quietly. You can't do that quietly. That has to be yelled.
No, it's got to come from your diaphragm.
With a bit of a Brian Blessed voice. But yeah, like, I don't know, I could now no longer, even if it was the nicest house imaginable, I don't think I could move into a flat or terrace.
Is this detached?
This is detached, yeah.
Oh yeah, of course, because you've got the... Yeah. We felt lucky, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just that the neighbours all look out at the
Well, what if they move out?
Then we'll see. But, as I've said, if I hear them, they're hearing me.
Yeah.
But I do think it's the one... I think the way that they've built ours, I don't know if it's just the design of ours, but you've got a bit of an air gap, because I heard more in the old house, and that was, like the old concrete, old
that was on
local
old
authority
house,
kind of houses. That was basically like a pillbox.
Yeah.
And I heard more when we had that family living next door, before the lovely older lady, with the lovely dog.
Cool.
But when we had the family in, they were like tanking up and downstairs than I do in this house, and I mean...
But I steam up the stairs. I don't think I've ever walked up a set of stairs.
Oh God!
I'm always
you've got to get almost like that kind of man dog kind of.
Yeah, I've got to gallop up the stairs.
Yeah, that never leaves you. I think when you grow up, you still got to get up those stairs fast.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've got to get up the stairs as quick as possible.
Why has that started beeping as well? What are we? I don't know. Have we got gremlins or something? Is the?
I've got Wi-Fi.
No, I mean like No, I don't mean Wi-Fi. I mean like with the battery and that. Like, do you think something's taken? You're singing the praise of this house.
And this house
something's actually haunted, like the house is fighting back.
Oh no! Now I can't live here anymore. I can't live here anymore.
I'm gonna make this a thing,
and I'm gonna have to move.
I'm gonna start drip feeding this into your head.
Do you know what?
Very slowly.
I clearly do kind of believe in spooky ghosts, but I don't. But also, maybe I do because I don't want to piss them off by saying I don't.
I think it's like the whole
unknown.
It's like let's go full circle. Let's go back to the black metal thing, because you've got people like, I hate God, I hate it. Pick a God and hate it.
Yeah.
I'm more, I think, in the agnostic. Like, I don't know. I don't pretend to know, but that also means I'm hoping I get a free pass if I've missed it.
But because you're thinking that, does that mean you don't get the free pass?
Or is it like a respect, like with the ghosts, they know that you're a bit scared of them, but they can tell, so they think, okay, we'll go easy on them.
Well,
more Casper than the
uncles.
uncles.
Spook him, yeah. No, if there were... See, I don't even...
Is it getting cold in here?
Oh, you... No, I couldn't even put it with a Casper. I'd be like, dude, could you not, please? Like, I'm trying to shower. Stop looking at my penis.
I think that's the thing more with ghosts for me. It's not the spooking.
What have they seen?
What have they seen?
What have they
heard?
seen? Yeah.
And who will they tell?
Yeah. Yeah, who are they reporting back to? And how much are they writing down?
Yeah, because if our ghost got own, Casper would have had a notebook. Casper would
have been a right shit about it.
He'd have had my least favourite word in the English language. He'd have had a jotter.
Oh.
That goes right through me. You know, something get weird about like moist and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then Jota.
Jota has stuck with me from my childhood. I don't know why. I don't think I ever.
Did you have a Jota at school?
Might have done. Even like a
Jota.
notepad. That's the fucking face that I see it in. Yeah. Like, take out your Jota.
Yeah. So what you can't see, because you can't see us, is I've got my posh lip on. Yeah, my teeth are showing. I'm doing my best Will impression. What's his name? Winter.
Oh, yeah, kind of, yeah, but not like the cheap Windsors.
The inbred toff face.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The old Subaru. Oh, God.
Get out your Jotas.
Singing along to songs of praise after they've already been to church, kind of.
Yeah, turd. Now, if I'm going to have to move out of this house because of ghosts, I'm going to do it exactly the same way that I moved previously.
You're going to drag a boat motor down the stairs?
No, because that TV's gone. I used to have a TV.
Did that not stay there? Because it was too heavy?
No. We got it down from the attic of the old house. It was a TV with a boat motor attached to the bottom that controlled how the TV moved.
It turned the TV by like 10 degrees, so if you were sat in the other armchair, you could turn the TV towards
from your remote. It was a CRT TV. It was a big, heavy boy. I think it weighed something like 180 kilograms.
It weighed more than me.
Yeah.
And me cuddling.
So, Bang & Olufsen Avant, it was called.
I do like that you still remember the model name.
Of course, yeah. I've still got the remote because it works with this B&O. It was £121.
It was more than £121 when it was new.
Yeah, maybe that's without the without the base. One man could not lift it.
No.
Yeah, because it says 55 kilograms. That must be without the base because it was around.
We carried it up your stairs into the flat.
Yeah, you, me,
and I thought I was going to die. I'm fat strong. I'm not a bodybuilder or anything.
No, but you've lifted that frame around for long enough.
Yeah, I can carry.
I can lift a
decent amount. But I thought I was going to die.
No.
That was the most horrible experience.
We got that down. We brought it here. We lifted it out of the van and onto the floor, and it broke.
Oh.
After we got it onto the driveway here. So, I mean, this is the tip now, and we wouldn't have used it because there's no room for it in this place. But what I mean by I'd do it the same way I always have is I would not be hiring movers or a van or anything like that. I'd have a mate who's got a van.
Yeah, you've kind of
got a
leg up there.
Yeah, and I would just message the group on WhatsApp and be like, listen, guys.
I'll put some beer and food on.
Yeah. That's how I've always moved. I've moved quite a lot. Not long distances.
No, just little hops.
Stayed within the village/town. But we've still had to move all of our stuff. And I've always done it with just mates.
To be fair though, if you're doing it as a one-off, it's not a bad day.
No, it can be kind of fun.
It can be kind of fun. And then at the end you all have a few beers and like a KFC or something.
Yeah.
Or something that you can just like tired food.
Yeah.
Like sweaty tired food.
Yeah. What did you do when you moved from your old house to the new one?
I bought everything new. We moved no furniture.
Really?
Well, I tell a lie. We had my parents' old sofa and like that spinny cuddle chair thing.
Yes.
So we borrowed a van from people we knew.
Oh, yeah.
We got them to sort of help us move those two. And the mattress. Because that was, the Super King mattress that barely filled the stairs. That was the touch and go.
Well, I thought we had a Super King until we bought Super King sheets and they didn't fit. We've actually just got a king size and now I feel like a pleb.
Yeah, well, our mate now got a Caesar or an Emperor or something. It's like
I can't remember what he said.
4 Super Kings cubed together.
But no, didn't he say it was 2 king size beds?
Oh, I don't know. He's a dick.
Yeah, I mean,
he doesn't need it. He's tiny. They're both tiny, and their dogs are tiny.
Yeah, there's no need for that thing. But if I had a big enough bedroom, yeah, of course I would.
Oh yeah,
of course I would have that bed.
I'd make it a bedroom.
Yeah, it would. I think isn't it Shaq who's got like the world's biggest bed?
Probably. I mean, he needs it.
Yeah, I mean,
if anyone,
but like he's got like a bed that like is like 10 doubles in a row.
It's one of those things that, like, yeah. I kind of went that way. I was like, okay, I'll move the stuff, but all the furniture and stuff. It was tired, not like mine had done its time.
Oh, okay.
In my house.
Was it older IKEA stuff?
Basically, yeah. There was nothing there. The only thing that was a piece, or that I liked, was the coffee table, which my folks bought me. You know, that solid, like big wood coffee table.
Was it kind of matches my TV table, doesn't it?
Yes, and that's still there, and like that will survive as many house moves.
You left? Oh, you took that with you?
Yeah, that's the one that's in my living room now.
Of course.
All the other stuff's just IKEA crap.
So you just bought
more IKEA crap.
More, yeah, but like that's crazy. And that's a good way to do it.
It was probably cheaper than hiring movers. Because we didn't, like, if you think about furniture, you know, when we were talking about this room the other day, about furniture, like, you don't tend to have. Sofas are the big one, and our sofa does
Sofas are expensive, yeah.
And beds can be. And mattresses.
When you buy a bed as an adult, and you're not just trying to get the cheap, because you can get a cheap, if you're looking for the cheapest bed, IKEA can sort you out for like 100 to 200. But if you're actually buying a bed that's good and you want to sleep in it, you end up spending over $1,000.
Oh yeah, well your mattress.
Yeah.
You're spending
it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That shocked me.
We kind of did that, but I don't know. It's just actually, you know, like what we've been talking about with the other stuff and the consolidating the hobbies kind of thing.
Oh yeah, getting rid of selling stuff off.
Yeah, I think if I move again, it'll be easier because it'll be more like compartmentalised.
You have less stuff.
The stuff
the stuff. Yeah. So that's what I used to collect 80s toys.
You just collect goddamn everything.
Yeah, I just.
You collected
general tat. You know, it was one level above getting a goddamn loot box, but I can't be doing with them. That's the level of tat that I just can't get my head around. Oh, I've just got one of a series of things. No, get that out of
one
here.
Of several series of things.
Yeah, that it does my nut in. But now I only do video games / video game related things. Lego, I don't think fully counts as a hobby because it's kind of just it goes in a box.
It's not all consuming. You don't need a room for Lego. You know,
no,
when you
I understand when people have a Lego room because it is their main thing.
Yeah, completely.
Like that's totally cool. But I have a game room. I can't have a Lego room as well.
That's greedy. I suppose the beauty with Lego, if you were going to move, is that you could fold it down to a couple of really useful boxes.
Yeah, and I'm picking up some really useful boxes at the weekend because the boxes that Lego was in the attic weren't good enough.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
No.
That's my really useful box criteria.
Yeah.
In 10 years' time, am I going to go up again and get this down and expect it to be in the condition that...
Yeah, I want it to be in the condition I left it in.
I love really useful boxes.
Oh yeah, they are fantastic. Where were we going with this?
All over the place today.
Yeah, this is a slow burner today. It's just gonna. This is just what it is. I'm just gonna accept that it's a slow burner.
Yeah, this is like moving house. You start with a plan.
Yeah, and then it just goes to shit.
Oh my god! Though when we moved house, ours was hell. So, you know what? Let's take 5 minutes and take you through my last house move.
Do tell.
The Friday morning, but we're moving on the Tuesday. So all the contracts exchanged, that kind of thing. So a long, slow burn anyway to buying because we bought a new build. So we knew we were moving about 6 months before, but it was just waiting for the new build.
I couldn't do that.
It was easy in some ways because they handled everything.
Yeah.
Like they did all the moving. They talked to the estate agents. I literally they sent me something to sign every now and then. The Friday before we moved, I booked off to get tidy up the loose ends.
The Friday and the Monday, I assume.
Yeah. Friday morning, wake up, the rabbit's got an abscess under his chin. He survived for like 2.5 years afterwards and he was quite happy.
He's a machine.
He was a good lad. But he had a woke up abscess under the chin, so I had to get him to the vet.
Yeah.
Antibiotics, bit of a bill, bit of an inconvenience. Okay, we'll move past it. Took some of the pins down in the living room.
Some of the what?
Like pins, for pictures and stuff.
Oh, picture hooks.
Took one out, little hiss. It hit a gas line. And it had been in this gas line for years. This gas
How did I never know about this?
I blocked it all out. This gas line was literally about 5 millimeters under the plaster. It was illegal.
Yeah.
It was, it was literally like, well, a picture pin hit it.
Managed to yeah.
So all the gas
And
gets
go
cut off in
through
half.
it.
Oh yeah.
And then plug the gap with itself.
Yeah, sealed it.
That you could have been in some serious duty if
Yeah,
that had
exactly.
like slowly poisoned you.
Exactly. Terrifying. This
Yeah.
is why I like.
This
new
is why
builds.
it's illegal.
This is why I like new builds, because I've seen where all the pipes are when it was a frame, so I know exactly.
Take
where they are.
photos so you know when
Oh,
you
I
put
have.
the
I've got them all on my phone. Still, whenever I put a picture up now,
That's
I
amazing.
check the pictures. So, gas leak, all the thing off.
Yeah.
To get to the illegal pipe that somebody had put in to feed a gas fire or something,
Yeah.
you know, like spurred it off 20 years ago, we had to rip out half of the concrete wall. This isn't like because I started cutting away thinking it's, you know, normal plasterboard.
Yeah.
We'll cut through, cap the pipe, got a mate who's a gas fitter, or Dad's got a mate who's a gas fitter, we'll get through. No. We have to chisel away the concrete wall. So on the Saturday morning, before I move on the Tuesday, I'm smashing chunks out of the wall with a chisel. Guy comes out, caps the pipe, cuts it all off, all the gas back on. We fill the crap out of that hole with some, you know, normal filler and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I repaint that bit of wall, bearing in mind that people are moving in on the Tuesday. We then, you know, it's all above board, it's all done by a gas safe engineer.
Signed off, yeah.
Finally, you know, he's like...
Yeah, clearly wasn't before.
It wasn't before because it was very illegal. But it was just never picked up because nobody ever looked for a gas pipe there.
Yeah, you didn't accidentally hit it with a pin.
No, exactly. How the hell? So Saturday and Sunday were alright. I'm trying to fix that. I'm trying to finish packing the house because we just had like the stuff we needed to live kind of thing, but there's still a lot of stuff.
Mm.
The Monday, we do moving stuff, that kind of thing, which again is a lot more than you think. There's a lot of trips to the tip and that kind of thing. Monday afternoon or evening, on like the second to last trip, I get a flat tyre where I picked up a nail at the tip or something.
It was the same one that was in the castle.
It was definitely the same haunted nail that I've hidden
Son of a
somewhere in this
bitch.
room.
Yeah. In the chair, I've been sitting on it, but I
driving-
kind of liked it.
I'm driving like down. My tyre was misbehaving, so I thought, okay, I'm not going to risk this properly. I'm not going to go down the main roads.
No.
I'm going to go side roads. So if it goes, yeah, I get to my folks' house, it's flat as a pancake. So my
We're in the
mum
wheel, or
got away with it,
nice.
but my mum had to do 2 trips with me basically to get stuff around to, you know, where it was being held before we moved. The Tuesday that we actually exchanged contracts, it was the only thing in my calendar for that year at work that I could not move. I had to be in Newcastle. So we stayed at my sister's house. H had to get up at 4 a.m, drop me at the station to go to Newcastle. I had to be on tenterhooks all day while things exchanged, all the money moves around, that kind of thing. H had to go and drop the keys off at the estate agents and do all of that jiggery pokery. The estate agent's middle of nowhere, so she gets lost trying to drop them off. They are like down this dirt track farm road kind of thing in the middle of nowhere.
Excellent.
So she gets lost. I get a phone call at 10 o'clock from the solicitors to say, you know, I'm expecting that to be, money's gone through, contracts are exchanged, you can pick the key up at 12:30, 1 o'clock. No. The bank have rescinded the mortgage. Instead of just issuing it, they've taken it back and then they're going to issue it again.
Why?
I don't know. They stuffed up, basically.
Yeah.
But that means that it could be today. And I'm like, it's kind of got to be today because everything is queued up to go into the house today. Yeah. We need somewhere to live, kind of thing. So I'm in Newcastle, waiting for this. I get a phone call, thankfully, at 3:45 to say, yeah, it's all gone through, contracts for change. You need to be down here in half an hour because that's when the site closes. So luckily, H and her dad managed to get to the site to pick the key up. And then I say to my boss, look, I'm not coming out because we'd gone up for like a team day.
Yeah.
I've done the meeting, I've done all that, I'm not coming out for drinks afterwards, I'm just going to be sat thinking about moving house.
Yeah.
So I hop on a train, back there, sister picks me up from the station, takes us, we look at the house, because obviously all the stuff is just chaos, and then we go back and stay at hers, and I literally collapse. This episode has hit a nerve, because I blocked all that out.
Oh man, I can't believe you didn't mention any of that.
I think I've pigeonholed all of that in a deep dark place in my soul.
Oh, you're going to go home and just
cry. I'm going to be bawling.
Punch a hole in the wall and then cry.
Oh, God.
But try not to hit a gas pipe, though.
It's a new build. They're all in the right places. And they've got the proper shielding.
Excellent. Now, that was quite a...
yeah, that hit a nerve.
an unpredicted rant there. I think we need to calm down with a seasonably correct pudding of the week.
Oh.
And we're going to call him Mr. Lethbridge. I don't know. Something's off today. And I don't know how I'm going to be able to do his voice.
Well, you might... If the thing is, you might call for him, but actually one of the other ghosts in the room might come through instead. I'm running with this.
The pudding of the week. Yeah, I'm fine. This week is the moon cake.
Oh, this sounds great. I'm already in.
A moon cake is a Chinese bakery product traditionally eaten during the Mid-Autumn Festival. The festival is about lunar appreciation and moon watching, not those moons, pull your trousers up. And mooncakes are regarded as a delicacy. Mooncakes consist of a thick crust and an extremely dense yet almost gelatinous filling. Popular fillings include lotus seed paste, red bean paste, green tea, cream and cheese, and one that I think is going to tickle your fancy quite a bit, 5-nut. Walnuts, pine nuts, coconuts, red beans, that's not a nut, China, and peanuts.
Okay, why do people hate jam? Like, what has the world got? We've had,
what's wrong with jam? Goddamn.
The dog poo pancake.
Yeah.
We've had that weird bean one that you found before.
Wait, which one?
There's been a lot of beans.
We've had
the
a
first
smashed chicken one.
We had one like the filling was chicken.
Yeah.
Like,
the first one was like ice shavings and noodles.
And beans.
And beans.
What?
Purple yam. Oh,
that was
babiche. The other day, I was watching a babiche.
Did he make the...
And no, he was peeling a yam for sweet potato pie. No, he was peeling a sweet potato for sweet potato pie. And he said, in America, they call sweet potatoes yams, but they're not. Sweet potatoes aren't yams.
That's kind of comforting.
According to
sweet
Babiche.
Potato is nice, but as chips.
Yeah.
I'm pissed off because nobody... I mean, that's one of those that was getting me going. I was kind of on board with that.
Yeah.
That with a nice Nutella and raisin
When
filling.
someone says cake, it doesn't spring to mind pork pie but with red bean paste in the middle.
No, now you've said that.
Like thick crust. Hold on. When have I ever had a cake with a thick... That's a pie, you dick. It's a moon pie. It's not a moon cake.
And the thing is though, moon pie still kind of conjures up a bit like a key lime pie or a lemon meringue pie.
Oh, key lime pie.
I know. Do you know what? I'm going to pick up some fruit dessert on the way home.
That's
just... I'm going to block out this stupid mooncake thing that's full of like
Do you want to
baked
see what it
beans
looks
and-
like? It looks incredible. It's just a nice...
It's a pork pie.
But with a fun pattern on top.
Yeah, but I bet they do that in Melton Mowbray.
No, that's like...
That farmer's market.
That
It's going to be like a... What's a pork? A pig. It's going to be like
What's
one with a pig on
What's
it.
a pork? A pig!
What's a pork?
It's a pudding with a pig on top.
That looks like it should have like chicken and corned beef or something.
Do you know what? How good would that be if it was like a hunter's pie? You know, the one that's got like
with a big
pork
game,
sausage
the game
and then
kind of
game
thing.
and then chicken.
That's what I'm thinking.
Damn.
When you were talking...
And maybe half an egg.
I was... Ooh, yeah, do you know what? Egg in pork.
Oh, yeah.
I've got like a whole dinner set up for tomorrow. I'm going...
But the problem is, this is pudding of the week.
Yeah, and do you know what? When you were talking about it, do you know where my head went? And I don't know if this is just because of like, it was the same geographical region, the same tectonic plate.
The jiggly cake.
I went to basically like Brock's Jelly Donuts.
Oh,
like that kind of...
rice cake.
Yeah, basically. I don't know why.
Wait.
Like some kind of... I think it's because it's moon and it's
What's
white.
the name of that bouncy, like large dumplingy type thing that's got like miso paste inside.
Are they not just called dumplings?
Is it called
not a dumpling in a not a dumpling in a house?
Not dumpling.
It's not got bacon and sausage in it.
Put that dumpling in it. You slag. Do it. We can't go an entire week without it. That's what was missing. Now I feel energized.
Yeah, now we'll start again.
So, yeah, let's start the podcast all over again.
Clap.
Oh, fidgeting shitballs. I think I managed to go the entire episode without clapping. I even did a punching motion, but caught my fist to stop it going.
Fidgeting shitballs, though. This episode is a disaster.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this one, go back a couple.
Yeah, please. Yeah, go back to the
good ones.
Halloween. Go back to Halloween.
Go back to Halloween.
Or mildew.
Mildew.
Yeah, that's where
we do the same impressions, but a bit more coherently.
Yeah, and we don't talk like really seriously about moving houses and then get seething after a while.
I don't go down this like sort of hole of kind of this Vietnam flashback of the time I hit a gas.
Maybe I can spice it up by putting like helicopter sounds behind it.
Oh, just put some Wagner in the back. You know, the Apocalypse Now kind of Flight of the Valkyries thing.
Yes,
or
Barbers Adagio for strings from Platoon.
Oh,
I know it's not as good as Apocalypse Now, but Platoon is
Platoon's
my Vietnam film. Like
it's Apocalypse Now is like the big moments, but Platoon's a better film.
I like.
I'll go with you on that.
I really like it. Now, what scale and where on said scale will the moon pork pie? I can't get over how cool it looks.
I can't, but I don't want it to be. Oh, you know what? Actually, no. Bugger it, because it's not a pudding. It's
Damn it to buggery! There's no jam on my pie!
Fidgeting assholes or whatever you said. No, it's, you know what? It's not even a pudding. It's like a savoury treat. It's a picnic food.
Even with 5 nut.
Yeah, basically.
You know what? I don't think pine nuts or coconut are nuts either.
No,
that's 2 nut, peanut and walnut. And someone's going to go peanuts or legumes, you dick. It's a nut.
Somebody is going to get cut. Like today. Do you know what? I'm fighting about with a scale here. Like everything else in this episode, it's just all over the place. And actually, somebody's going to get cut's probably appropriate. I've just picked a scale of different hardnesses of metals.
Oh yeah, that works.
I'm just looking for the floppiest one because this
did not harden your steel.
It didn't harden it. It didn't cut.
That's what manOwar say when they're oiling each other. Oh yeah, I forgot about manOwar.
Let's not talk manOwar.
Yeah, let's not go down there.
That's a hornet's nest that
we will get cancelled quickly. Even though we are,
I think let's
just stop talking about manOwar.
Yeah, if you're gonna cut anything, you cut the last 5
minutes.
Cut
the bit about manOwar.
Oh god.
manOwar.
Oh
god damn
it. Let's go lead. It's not very hard. It's 5. It's a 5.
Wait, what's that metal you can bite?
What's that metal you can buy?
You can bite.
I don't know.
Metal.
You can probably bite most metals. But
bite. No, you can bite it like chewing gum almost.
We need to talk about...
Indium.
We need to talk about whether you should, because you can buy lead.
Well, you can
bite plutonium.
You can bite down on indium and actually
bite
chew
a bit off.
Yeah,
but you can you can chew gold.
No, but
no, not gold. There's something that's
Is it indium, the one I'm talking about?
I don't know. I'm not.
You can have a bar of it, like an ingot, and you can just bite a piece off. It's that soft.
I'm picturing like a shiny Karen bar.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah,
I'm picturing a shiny Karen bar.
Karen bars.
When we talk good Swedes,
we should stick to food.
We should.
I can wax lyrical about Karen bars.
Our most coherent episodes have been food, and we try and talk about something real world, and we just.
Oh no, the seething hatred of RGB lights came through in episode 7.
It did actually. Yeah, we got mad, but I didn't get flashback mad.
Yeah, no helicopter sounds. So if that didn't put you off, listener that stumbled upon this podcast, if this long droll, do you know what? It might not be long because maybe I'll manage to cut it into something interesting.
You're going to get 4 minutes of us singing Ave Maria.
Yeah, and it's going to cut straight to us talking about manOwar.
we'll get like weird drunk now, and we'll just start singing our way through Black Wind, Fire and Steel.
That's exactly how manOwar go about their daily gigs, especially, you know,
from prison.
They drink to forget the past. So where can you find the Pudding Boys if you're not halfway through reporting us? If you're not halfway through reporting us to YouTube for having the world's shittest podcast, where can you find us? We're available on YouTube on the channel Pudding Boys. Hit us up. He didn't even say hit, he said hit us up. Cut that.
Yeah, cut that.
Just cut
that for some more manOwar.
Just manOwar! Born to live forevermore!
Oh, they were so good.
They weren't. They really
no,
were.
They were. Like, they were so much fun.
Yeah, well, yeah.
When you were 18 and...
I think 16.
Yeah.
Unironically, manOwar
like, with your first beer.
Yeah.
Before you'd had the harrowing house move experience.
Yeah. Before the world changed.
Yeah.
manOwar was
Before
cool.
things came out.
Yeah. Before certain discoveries were made about members from... I think Member.
Yeah, I think it was one.
Yeah, one of them, the guitarist.
Landed them in some hot water.
Yeah, but he was...
It was bad.
It was bad. Oh, yeah, it was
bad.
It was bad. Right, we're on YouTube. The channel's called Pudding Boys. Don't hit us up, but please check it out.
Don't hit us up either.
Don't hit us up, yo. Leave a comment or something like that. That'd be nice.
Yeah, even if you just tell us to make a better episode next time, because we will.
Yeah, we'll try. We can be found on Apple Podcasts / iTunes. I still haven't found out what they call that shit.
I think it's Apple Podcasts.
Good.
Yeah.
Spotify.
You can get to it through iTunes.
Yeah, you get to it through iTunes. Spotify, Audible, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts, though, once again, they have started showing up late again because fucking Google.
They must have heard what we said last time.
And they thought, oh, we're in the clear now. Fine. But do you know what? Fuck them.
I think it's good night.
I'm going to throw my pixel in the bin. Ciao!